should be on. Mic should be on. Mic is on. Mic was on. Mic just didn't work after the reset. All right. All right. It's going to be one of those kind of days, is it? All right. I see how it is today. It's going to be one of those days. Just everything's going fucking wrong today. I waited an hour and a half for this food to get here. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good, mate. Computer crashed. This is why I got a new computer. Install driver. The computer just crashes randomly. That's why back at the office I have a new computer. Vietnamese Wi-Fi sucks more than the Ladyboys. The Vietnamese Wi-Fi has actually been very good. It's my old computer. Just crashes for no reason. Anyway, we're back. The ghost of Aftershock PC gaming has come to haunt Dougie. It's true, mate. Kingathan Green in the third round is about to be gracious enough to gift us with another masterclass. I don't think so, Nacho, at all. How are you, Alex? Good to see you, mate. Laptop rage baiting Dougie harder than me yesterday. You were going so hard at it yesterday, Jock. I don't know why you were doing this, mate. How are you, Cheddarhead? There was an intro on the last stream, but the laptop crashed a second into the stream. So we're back, Cheddarhead. No intro, just straight into it, boys. Just straight into it. Where's the actual microphone sitting? Is it in my face? There it is. There's the actual microphone there. And we'll put it there like that. All right, cool, boys. We can do the stream. I did it for the love of the game. Jock, you knew that the stream yesterday needed a crash out, so you doubled down on it, mate. An hour and a half, did you order the food directly from Thailand? Oh, dude, it was just a cockabout. I don't know what was going on. It was like the reception here wasn't bringing it up, and then I went down to look for it, and they're like, we've brought it up to you. And I'm like, you fucking haven't, because anyway, it doesn't matter. If you didn't pick Green to win via the third round, then you don't care about your Tapology ranking. No one should be picking King Green in the third round. Do not do that. Nacho is trying to lead you all down a dark place. Somebody has to rage bait Dougie so the Crash Out Discord can eat the Crash Out Discord. Yeah, I do feel like there is another Discord where people are like communing together on how we're going to fuck with Dougie today. I'm walking around with my new wired headphones, praying the gay away. Excellent work, Nacho. Good. Hopefully you're wearing a beanie over the top as well, because again, it's the sweat in the headphones that causes us to turn gay. We are riding with Mahino. Are you guys trying to make the worst picks possible this week? How's the food there? It's been really, really good. It's been really good, but there was like a chicken restaurant that didn't open. There was a chicken restaurant that didn't open until like I literally finished the gym. But anyway, it's here now. And I wanted to get in a feed before I started the stream, and it just wasn't working out that way. But I've started the stream, and I've had some chicken, so it's all good. So we'll be all right. We're on. Okay, let's do the stream. Let's do the fucking stream. Let's do the stream, chat. I've been sitting here in this fucking chair for half an hour waiting to do the stream. Let's do the goddamn stream, chat. Chinese man goes to the doctor. Doctor tells him, I know I was wrong with you. You have cataracts. The China man says, no, I have a Rinkin I have a Rinkin Good joke, mate. Would you hate a Colby versus Chandler fight at the White House? Colby versus Chandler. Yes, I would. That's a waste of time for both of them. I want them both kicked out of their respective rankings, and I want someone to actually fight them as an up-and-comer. Have we got Nacho's Lock of the Week? We have Nacho's Lock of the Week. I had time to even have Nacho's Lock of the Week copy and paste it over from last week's stream. So we've got the little edit as well. Commute the peanuts. I don't know what you're saying. Nacho, get some AirPods, mate. They're magic. No, it's the plastic in the AirPods that make you gay, Jock. It's too hot for a beanie, then you're going to turn out to be gay, Nacho. Show some love for Pinas. Oh, we're going to be showing plenty of love for Pinas in today's stream. Don't you worry about that. Nacho is trying to manipulate us into tanking our Tapology rankings. I know. He's trying to convince you to go for Bobby Green. Like, what are you thinking? And Chris Mahino, the two, like, worst fighters on the card this week. Insane. AirPods are the devil, Jock. Yep, that's right. AirPods are the devil. They pump the devil into your ear, boys. It's true. I got to bring up the other stream on my phone so I can see if someone donates. Yesterday, you guys were so nice with the donations. I really appreciate it. Let me bring up the live chat here on my phone. Excellent. I can see everyone's messages on two screens. Wonderful stuff here. AirPods the devil did that one. I'm either going to have the craftiest picks ever or the worst picks. This is the problem that we face every week with making the picks, isn't it? This is the problem. Like, we know there's going to be an upset. Where is the upset going to be? Have we tried to be too crafty? I tried to be too crafty last week, and I paid dearly for it. So I think this week, I'm just going to play it nice and steady as she goes. Excited to see Pinas pound out his competition. I am also excited to see how Pinas is going to lay some insane ground and pound. Does Chito Vera fight like a retard again? Yes, that's his entire career. It's not 2021. He's not the same Chito Vera. Fighters change. Nacho is trying to talk the lock of the week percentages. Nacho's trying to tank the lock. No, I think he's going to take the lock of the week very seriously, but everything else he is just going to mess around with. What is up, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page? Good to see you, man. I hope you are well. Green isn't my lock, but it was a gentleman's guarantee. It's not a lock, but it's a gentleman's guarantee. Salkilled versus Fiesta. Yeah, nailed for the top 15. I think I gave Salkilled Michael Chandler in today's video, mate. I want to see where I'm up to. Pinas in action. I can't wait to see Pinas in action on Sunday morning. How are you, Noob Cake? Good to see you. I'm not picking Martino, thank God. Dougie, stop shitting on Nacho's most wild picks because that's where he does land them. Because when he does land them, he goes on the biggest victory lap. Yeah, I know, but it's like once a year that he lands the most wild picks. The last one that he picked was Khan Offley, and that was very obviously a robbery, mate. Pinas seems like an exciting finisher. I think Pinas is going to have a hell of a finish all over his opponent's face. I'm picking Chris Martino. Might change it, but usually goes wrong when I change my picks. Honest to God, that is insane, Jim. Pinas could finish him with shots all over his face, mate. I think Colby versus Chandler could possibly be a scrap and guarantee a US promo on the White House card. Then cut them both the day after. You know what? As long as we cut them both the day after, Mr. C, I'm actually totally okay with that, man. Martinez might genuinely KO Chito. I think he is going to. What is up, Mitch? I'm back. Sorry, my computer crashed. This is why we bought a new computer at the start of the year. What are the betting odds on one of the commentators cracking up while talking about Pinas? Who's on the team? Dominic Cruz will take it very seriously. DC will giggle. Bisping will absolutely make a joke of it. So will Rogan. Laura Sanko will take it very seriously. John Anik will take it seriously. Paul Felder will take it seriously. Fitzgerald will take it seriously. So it depends who we get, mate. Chandler will never take a Salkilled fight. He's too full of himself. I know he hasn't got the chutzpah to reach down the rankings like the great Justin Gaethje did when he had his time against Rafael Fiziev. And our Israel Adesanya is doing now with fighting Joe Pyfer. Like, this is how the sport is. You got to pay it back, man. Jim thinks Pinas is going to get smothered and choked hard and fast. Oh, we're having a good time with Pinas' name, don't we? Pinas is going to get choked hard and fast. I was saying this year, 2026, we'll get a simultaneous double KO between Walker and Reyes. It's possible. The two of them colliding heads. Anything is possible. Indeed, Pinas is going to be griped hard and... All right. Ilya's stream with Aiden Ross was very mid. I liked it. I thought there was a lot of good highlights. I liked the back and forth that Ilya Topuria had with Jake Paul. I thought that was very funny. I saw Ilya Topuria and Aiden Ross playing UFC 5, and Aiden Ross beat up Ilya Topuria in the first game that they had together. And then Ilya Topuria locked in and just beat the fuck out of Aiden Ross in every other game afterwards. I thought that was great. I don't know how long the stream went, but there was two certainly enjoyable highlights right there. My Strickland pick was fairly crafty. The Strickland pick was very crafty, that is true. And I think only, to be fair to you, Nacho, I think I remember seeing on Tapology, there was only about 36% of people that were picking Sean Strickland. And Sean Strickland going into the fight was a 6-1 underdog. So, yeah, you got to give Nacho credit where credit is due. That was a very, very crafty pick. It's going to be Bisping and Felder on the desk. Bisping will absolutely make jokes about Pinas. Pinas is unloading on his face. Yeah, Bisping's going to make jokes for sure. Ilya said Charles Oliveira is going to lose. Well, Ilya's wrong. The UFC can't even put your dong on the screen because they use song. Okay. If Fight Society picks on the double KO as right, that'll be absolutely crazy. Has Fight Society said this is the year we're going to see a double KO? All right, well, maybe he'll be right. We'll find out at the end of 2026, baby. We'll find out that then. I was picking Sean the entire time. We backed the Storm. You know, Justin Kennedy, the fun thing is we can go and check your Tapology, Justin Kennedy, and see if you were picking Sean the Storm Strickland the entire time. You can't dodge the bullets here, mate. Ilya knows that Max is too slick. Mate, have you not watched an MMA Che video? Max Holloway doesn't even know how to fight. He's one of the worst fighters on the roster, according to MMA Che. Max is slick, but Charles Oliveira is just going to march forward, grapple him, throw him to the ground, and that's the submission is going to be there. Rear naked choke, Charles Oliveira, round 3. You see Hamzat finish flash KOing Khalil in sparring? Yes, he's a real prick of a bloke. Why would you do that to Khalil Roundtree? There's no need. Ilya is as sick as Holloway on a good day. Ilya is as slick as Holloway on a good day. Ilya is, I would say, slicker than Holloway, you know? Check it? I will check it. I also picked the Storm. You know what? I will check everyone's picks. You all want credit for picking the Storm Strickland because I gave Nacho credit. I will check everyone's pick. Funnily enough, I've got the picks right here, mate. All I have to do is go to this screen here, and I've got the pick. Oh, shit. The computer crashed, so I didn't. Shit. Ah, fuck. Because the computer crashed. So I have to reset it. Where am I up to? I will check, actually, chat. There, I will check, and I'll just do this. Let's check everyone's bloody picks then. Let's check everyone's picks. Let's see who picked what and who put what where. Let's see who stuck what in with what they stuck in. All right, we'll go to the groups. We'll check out the group. We'll go to group events, which was the latest event. The most completed event, Houston, Texas, fight night. And let's see who picked what. So, Justin Kennedy, 88. Who did you pick? Who did you pick, huh? Let's have a look. Picks, 14 points. Justin Kennedy, 88. Who did you pick? You did pick Sean the Storm Strickland. All right, well, fine. All right, maybe one of you ended up picking Sean the Storm Strickland. But let's go to Kenny Okoye in a cage, which is, of course, Jock. All right, let's see who you picked. Let's see who you picked. You also did pick Sean the Storm Strickland. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who picked what. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. It's a new week. It's a new set of picks. It doesn't matter. That's not important who picked what. Let's not get bogged down in who picked who and what happened where. Okay? It's not really that important, chat. Okay? Zellhuber will use his reach for once and get the win. I tend to agree with you MMA Master. I do. Hamzat has legitimately just been a roadblock. You have to plan around for whatever division he is in for years now. Yeah, he just slows the UFC down. I don't know why the UFC don't just offer him a fight and then just straight up strip him. I think it is because of how many fans that he does bring to the sport, which is, as someone who is a Hamzat Chimaev hater, it's annoying to me. It's annoying to me having to watch this. If Green gets into his flow state, it's over. It's over. He's not going to get into his flow state. Stop it. I'm worried about the Oliveira pick. I'm not worried. I'm so confident about that. The real crafty pick was Spedic. That was actually the craftiest pick. That was the craftiest pick. Hamzat goes 100% in sparring. He's kind of a bully, but I like Hamzat. Fair enough. You're allowed to like Hamzat. He is a bit of a bully. I hate him because of his inactivity. I wouldn't like to spar with him. Hit too hard and he'll try and KO you. Yes, that is a bully. Hamzat sucks. Remember when he was posting him having KO in a rear naked choke, literally going 100 in sparring and pausing on Instagram afterwards? Yeah, that's a real bitch move. Like Hamzat Chimaev, he's an asshole. He's just a giant asshole. I believe the Strickland sparring stories from both sides. Yeah, so I'm sure that Hamzat got it over Strickland a few times, and I'm sure that Strickland could outstrike Hamzat Chimaev. Like, I'm sure they both had good rounds in the gym together. My percentage is on higher Tapology than in our rankings. This is number one bullshit, brother. So what do we think? Do we ditch Bang Eats Chowder's website, or we keep going with it manually? I like Bang Eats Chowder's website because I don't have to do it manually anymore. But I believe there is a slight difference in the Tapology rankings versus your rankings on the Dougie's Corner website because of draws in the past. I think that's how Bang Eats Chatter was explaining it to us before. Did you actually spend the entire night thinking, nah, why the fuck did I pick Fluffy? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Whenever I make picks like that, I've said this before, like I've coped about it before after I do a pick stream and I get the main event wrong and I get the picks wrong. I had my reasons for picking Fluffy. I had my reason, like DDP was able to take Sean Strickland down. Fluffy's a better wrestler than DDP. I had my reasons for picking Fluffy. Usman was able to take Sean Strickland down. Strickland looked kind of dog shit in the Paulo Costa fight. Like, I had my reasons. I was wrong and I stick to my reasons. It's all good. It is what it is. That's the game, man. Only the casuals pick Sean Strickland. You know what? That's a much better cope. I like that, MMA Master. You have to be a real casual man to pick Sean Strickland. What a bloody casual man. Dude, imagine. I feel so vindicated about my Fluffy pick you feel vindicated about picking against Fluffy? Is that what you're saying, Junior? Yes, you got to admit, you're scared of King's Flow State. I'm not scared of King's Flow State at all. At all. He was in there against a fucking jobber last time he was in there. He's not in there against a jobber this time. How are you, Bilal? What's up, dude? Not much, man. We're just warming up. It's only been 10 minutes. We're just 15 minutes. We're just warming up, just getting into the stream. I was fucking hangry before, but I've sorted that all out. I've had a nice bag of chicken. It's a bag. This is what I've received. Chat, don't lose the microphone, Dougie. Don't lose the microphone. I've received, like, just straight up just a bag of chicken. Inside of this is just a chopped piece of roast chicken breast. This is my second bag of chicken breast. I'm in a much better mood now that this has arrived. Oh my god, this took way too long to get here. But it was absolutely worth it. It's delicious. Anyway. God, I love Southeast Asia. Please like the stream. We need to help me live my life in Southeast Asia, so I no longer have to be a drywaller in a first world country. So please like the stream. And if you don't need to donate, you don't have to donate, but liking the stream does help me. So please like the stream, boys. That would be great. All right, let's get into it. Here is a fun game. Try and spot an obese local. There are literally none, Mr. C. Everyone here is so healthy or malnourished. DDP didn't do jack shit. Yeah, I know, but the DDP was able to take him down. Like, there were people saying about Strickland's insane wrestling, and then I was seeing people being able to take Sean Strickland down. So, I just thought with my own head and made my own pick, and it was wrong, and that's all good. It is what it is. Has Moreno always fought like this, or has he changed his style? I don't like his overhand spamming recently. He has switched up a little bit, but it's very minor changes. When Hamzat was destroying people, it was great, but ever since COVID, he's become less fun since hitting high level of competition outside of the bums. Yes, install driver. That is essentially it. It sucks. It sucks. In 20 years, Hamzat is 10,000% going to be one of the plumbers that crank on the wrist locks and excessively grapple in a gi against the free trial guys at the gym. Yeah, just someone who just bullies people for no reason against the unks like myself who are just trying to have a good time. I don't like Moreno's style. I do. I think it's very fun to watch and it's very good for winning decisions. Who is Zellhuber beat as good as the King Green? It doesn't matter. This is Zellhuber's time to step up and get the win. And the name that is the great King Green. Once Zellhuber gets King Green on his list, he'll too be able to fight for the title next. Make sure it is chicken. It is chicken. Dougie's on the MREs. It's just a hot bag of chicken, mate. Hey man, Costco bagged roastery chickens, they go fucking up. This isn't Costco, it's like the Vietnamese version of Nando's, mate. Pure protein, third world country, chicken. I'm picking Bobby Green, you guys are insane. Ilya thugging out Jake Paul and stuttering him today was pretty funny. Went on for 12 minutes or something. Yeah, Ilya versus Jake Paul on the phone was very, very entertaining. I really enjoyed that. And Ilya Tapuria playing UFC 5 with Aiden Ross was actually really good too. Rare Aiden Ross stream W. I made chicken earlier too. It was fucking righteous. Righteous. That's a good word for it. Righteous. Pretty modest of you to call Australia a first world country. Well, it pretends it's a first world country. But I've never seen them deliver Uber Eats in a bag of chicken before. It's so good, chap. It's just grilled chicken, chap. It's so good. Let us get into the picks. If you move to Asia, will you come back for the hex cards with the boys? Yes. Yes, I would. I'd be saving so much money. Absolutely come back for the hex cards with the boys. But then, maybe the boys would be invited to come around to the one championship cards. $40 front row, one championship Muay Thai. What do we reckon? I'm gonna head out. See you, BBC Junior. I'll see you for the live stream on Sunday. Did that chicken cluck, bark, or meow before I got put in that bag? Don't care. Tastes like chicken. I had chicken today. It was spectacular. I prefer saying my chicken today was righteous. I'm genuinely upset with myself that I'm looking forward to watching an Aiden Ross video. Oh, dude, don't watch the whole stream. They go for hours. It's literally like just a couple of clips, mate. You said it took like an hour and it took fucking ages to get here. Well, no, the process took fucking ages. It's a bit of a story. From when I left the gym to by the time chicken was in my hand, it was a bit of a fucking process, but I'll have it way more streamlined tomorrow. I don't want, like, there's a lot of fried chicken places here, a lot of fried stuff. I don't want fried, I want grilled. because I'm already a fat cunt. So yeah, that's all. We'll sort it out. It'll be more streamlined tomorrow. Bro, Aiden Ross showing Ilya that Dan's ex-wife is making allegations about him is hilarious. He's like, bro, you can't trust these hoes after what he just went through in court. Oh, I know, dude. And then he's like, he's gay now, and Ilya's just like, congratulations. It's such a Spanish answer. Oh, good for you. What time is the UFC on Sunday? It's different times for everyone, Noob Cake. What you need to do is go to Google and you need to type in UFC set schedule, and then Google will tell you what time it's on for your exact time zone, Noob Cake. The X side piece, exactly right. The Vietnamese hookers fun. Wouldn't know anything about it, MMA Master. Wouldn't know anything about that. Dougie, check the general. What's in the general chat? Let's have a look at the general chat of the Discord. Let's go to the Discord and have a look at the general chat. And then we will begin making the picks. All right, Discord general. What am I looking at? Why do you guys get the worst screenshots of me? Okay, thanks, guys. I appreciate that. That's good, man. Thanks, guys. Oh, my God. Dog and cat are way too expensive to sell it off as chicken. I know, exactly right. This is real chicken. It's very good. Noob Cake can't even spell UFC. Mate, last night on the gaming stream, Noob Cake, Wixen, and Paul, maybe Daniel, all died a horrible, horrible death. Eaten by rats and llamas they were, rotting away on their spaceship. So unfortunately, they're all dead over on the gaming channel. We always get the right questions answered for us when these fights go on an Aiden Ross stream. We do actually, you know, it's all done by the UFC. If you guys remember 2 years ago, the UFC said that they were looking to drop fighter interviews and start pushing the influencers more as a way of marketing the UFC. And we're obviously starting to see that in the last 6 months. But you know what? It's helping. It's helping. Like, the Joe Rogan podcast form is sort of dead, you know? Like, I don't watch the fighters when they go on JRE, but when the fighters are on the Aiden Ross show, them just chilling in his fake studio that looks like a bedroom, it does feel very authentic, and I don't watch the entire stream, but the clips have been very good, man. Like, you can't admit that. Dougie didn't get stabbed by an 85-pound man. I'll miss you. No, we'll be right, mate. I'm not going anywhere. Jake was clout chasing on Aiden's stream with Ilya talking about the sparring. Oh, I know. Ilya was like, I bucked your head off. And Jake was like, you're broke. You're a brokey. Good night, David's Figure Raiders fan page. Dougie let me die from a squirrel bite. I know, Noob Cake, and I'm sorry. It was a very entertaining stream. Maybe more of a fan of Ilya. And that's the problem, right? Like, problem. I'm starting to get an Asian accent. And that's the problem, right? That's the problem, right? Like, I am an Armin Sarukian fan because of the Aiden Ross stream. I really liked Ilya on the Aiden Ross stream as well. That was really fun. I am very hyped up for the Ilya Topuria versus Armin Sarukian fight now. But we are still going to be fans of Armin Sarukian here. Aiden told Guru to call in and he didn't. What a fumble. Oh my God, dude. Where has the Guru been? There's no Guru Picks video. There hasn't been a Guru stream this week. Where has the Guru been? What is he doing? Is he just done? I told you he was done 2 weeks ago. Or was it a week ago? Whatever. I did declare the MMA Guru fall off has, it's here. It's on. We're on the decline of the MMA Guru. Like, he has peaked and it's over. Don't know. Right, let's get into the picks, boys. Let's get into the picks. Tapology. Canada, yep, this pay. Let's do it, boys. Let's get into the picks. Right, UFC Fight Night Mexico. The card is still going ahead. Thank God. That's good to see. The card is still going ahead. Everything in Mexico has sort of calmed down. And let's go. We have got Schultz versus Pinas, the great Pinas, who just fought on, I think it was the second to last episode of the Contender Series. Yes. His first fight in the UFC. Everyone is picking Pinas because essentially of the meme and the knockout power. Like, I mean, Pinas can take a man into unconsciousness. He can pound a man into unconsciousness. But for some reason, the betting line seems to think that this is a lot closer than it actually is. So what I'm seeing here is that this is a very fan-generated meme culture pick, whereas for some reason, the people that actually know what is going on and putting money on the line, they seem to be saying that Wes Schultz has a chance here. So I might come back to this and see how I feel about the card. This could be the crafty underdog pick of the week to make. This could be the one. The gambling line is making me, last week when we saw Sean Strickland versus Fluffy Hernandez, as I pointed out earlier, the gambling line and the picking line, they matched up 1-for-1. The money makers were saying, Fluffy Hernandez can get this done at a very high rate, but so were most of the fans. We're seeing the opposite here. Most of the fans are saying that Pinas can get it done, but the gambling bros are like, actually, Schultz has got a chance here. So I have said that I'm going to play it pretty safe and steady for this week's card just because of how bad I did. But I do also say that there is an upset somewhere, and I don't mind picking against Pinas to win this one. So I'm just gonna kick back and just let this one play out. I'll return down to this one at the end of the card. Let me read some chats here, boys. Let me read some chats here. Dougie is taking over the Guru era. I don't know about taking over. I think Bedtime is going to be the one taking over Noob Cake. Or Bedtime and MMA Che, I would say, are going to take over the game. But yeah, Guru's just given up, mate. Dougie is an Aiden Ross fan, an Armin fan, and soon to be an Ariel Helwani fan. I'm not an Aiden Ross fan. I don't understand why anyone likes Aiden Ross. I don't find his streams like that interesting. When I've seen things outside of the clips, I don't find them that interesting at all. I don't understand how anyone can be an Aiden Ross fan. I think he's a bit of a fucking F word. Yeah. And I'm never going to be an Ariel Helwani fan. He's disgusting. Guru basically guaranteed his own fall off. Yeah, he did. I don't know why he doesn't want to do this as a job anymore, but there you go. I guess he's got enough money to retire, right? Perhaps Guru can cockroach Max like Neil Magny and come back in the late in the third. Maybe he can. Look, you never know. Guru might have a resurgence late in the year, but I mean, dude went on holiday to America. It's fucking the end of February. His output has just been like terrible. And I say this as a friend. I'm not shit talking him. I say this as a friend. But goddamn, his output has just been terrible. And I don't understand, like, why going on holiday means you can't do your fucking job as a streamer. Like, hello? I'm literally in a hotel room right now. Dude, imagine not picking Wes Schultz. Dude, imagine not going for Wes Schultz when you could have gone for Wes Schultz. Pinas is an absolute marauder. He's going to explode all over Schultz. You pick Schultz? I'm thinking about picking Schultz. He has fallen off. Bro has shown too much of himself and he absolutely hates it. Not to mention, I think he's becoming a very person he despises. The mask is eating the face, if that makes sense. The mask is eating the face. He's becoming the person that he despises. I don't know, like he's not exactly a gambling bro, but he was smoking with Bryce Mitchell. You know, I've been smoking a bit while I've been here. But he was smoking with Bryce Mitchell and he has got a gambling sponsor and yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Watch Schultz last submission. Oh, really? You think there's a bit of groundwork here that we can go with, Jim? Pinas is way too hard for the Schultz. Dougie always comes back to the Pinas. I think I might go back to the Pinas. Dougie's scared of Pinas. I think I'm scared of siding with Pinas. Dougie, I made the photo in the Discord even better. Oh no, Justin Kennedy. What have you done in the Discord? Let me have a look, Justin Kennedy. Hang on a second, mate. Let me bring up the Discord again. What have you done, mate? You cheeky bugger, Justin Kennedy. You cheeky man. What? Okay, all right. I'll share that with the chat. Okay, Justin Kennedy. Very good. Yes, very good, sir. Very good. There you go, boys. That's from Justin Kennedy. Very funny. That's me enjoying some Vietnamese chicken. I'm having a good time down here. Thank you, guys. I'm Serbian and my heart is Vietnamese. Just because my skin is black doesn't mean I am not Vietnamese. My heart is Vietnamese. Oh my God. All right. Thank you, Justin Kennedy. Very funny. Very good, sir. Yes, very funny. Let us return to the stream, please. Very good. Very good, mate. Very good. Oh my God. Hurrah, Mixed Martial Artist. Good to see you, mate. Aiden Ross is a J. He is B-tard. That is correct, dude. Aiden Ross is a J. And, you know, we don't hold it against him. It just is what it is. Oh, girlfriend picked the penis. Okay, thank you. Lucas can cockroach Max, so can Guru. Lucas can yeah, I guess, like, come back and make a video once every 6 months, but yeah, I guess he can, right? How much money do you think MMA Guru has made from his channel? About $5 million, I believe, is the figure, Noob Cake, from how I've been watching his career. The masterclass from Bobby Green will be a sight to behold. Pure beauty and enigmatic craftiness coming from one Bobothan Green is the way it's going to go down, according to Nacho. Doesn't seem like Penis is losing enough to get the job done. I don't know if I'm going to pick Penis. I'm thinking about picking Wes Schultz as my crafty underdog pick. King Green likes getting spinning back kicked to the face. He does, MMA Master, and he will be getting spinning back kicked to the face. There's nothing more intimidating than a big, vascular penis. Dougie is living his best Vietnamese life. I am. I just need to figure out how to get grilled chicken to me before I start the stream. Have you seen the bamboo tobacco bongs on the street? No, not here in Ho Chi Minh. Maybe District 1 is a little bit too clean for it. Dougie and Guru collab, never going to happen. Guru is going to be completely fallen off by the time Dougie even gets to that level, mate. Would you retire if you made $5 million? No, I get bored really easily. There's a reason that I'm so busy, Noob Cake. I don't like not doing anything. So no, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd ever stop, to be honest. Like, I really like MMA. I like talking about MMA. I like watching the fights. No, I don't think I'd ever stop. And then you see on my other channel, like, I like working. I like working on YouTube. I think it's fun. I think it's a great life. I've done construction for like 10 years now. I really enjoy working on YouTube. It's completely different to construction. Not that I make enough money to have this as my job, but like, yeah, this is great. Getting MMA personalities and fighters to interact with Aiden Ross is only use. Getting MMA personalities and fighters to interact is Aiden Ross's only use. Well, it is in a way, but like, you don't really need Aiden Ross to do that. You could just have reporters ask the fighters funny questions, because all Aiden Ross does is ask what the chat is asking. Like, have the UFC make a post on YouTube and have it as like, we're going to have a fighter Q&A and we're going to ask the fighters your questions. Don't be scared to, like, Aiden Ross isn't scared to ask the funny questions, but the UFC is just being so fucking corporate. We've got to start following BKFC closer. I don't know if we've got to start following BKFC closer. Dougie, get a job picking rice in the fields? Then I wouldn't be one of the rich people in a poor country. I'd just be like an Australian, a poor person in a poor country. I want to make Western dollars and then move to a poorer country. This is the play. Right, let us move on. Where are my picks? I need to get my notes up. I've made notes, chat. Where are my notes? Let me go to my folder. And where have I put my old notes? Picks. There it is. There are my picks. Let me close that. Don't crash, computer. Don't crash. It's just literally just the fucking Notepad app. You can handle the Notepad app. Oh, in my notes I've picked Penis. Going with the big Penis for the KO. That's all I've picked in my notes. All right. Francis Marshall. You're going with Francis Marshall. Obviously, we're going with Francis Marshall. Oh, I'm not sharing it on the phone. Oh my God. I'm sorry, chat. I'm not sharing it on the... There it is. Okay. That goes over there. Fuck, I miss having two screens though. I tell you what. I've got to find like a little... They have little 16-inch screens that you can HDMI plug into. So if this is going to be like my future, we're going to get a new laptop. We need to get a new laptop that doesn't crash for no reason. And we need to get like a little 16-inch screen and put a second screen next to it. Just have a little HDMI cable connecting the two of them. Then we're on and running. Anyway, where was I up to? Oh yeah, Francis Marshall is going to fucking destroy him. KO. Round 2 probably. What's everyone picking? Decision. Submission. I'm going with KO. About round 2. Let us move on. Oh, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? All right. Katakate versus Regina Train. Regina the Regina Train. All right. Where are my notes here? What the fuck? I thought she was fighting Montenegro. Katakata versus Montenegro. She was meant to be fighting Montenegro. What happened to the Montenegro fight? Did that fall apart? No, fuck. Fuck it, it's a women's fight. Go with the favorite. I thought she was fighting Montenegro. Okay. Let's go with the decision for women's MMA. We'll just go with the favorite on that one. We're going to keep it real safe this week. Real safe. I thought she was fighting Montenegro. I've got my notes for Montenegro. Okay. You don't need him to, but the UFC isn't doing it. Dougie, get a job picking Russell. You don't need him to do it, but the UFC just isn't. Let me get my pages up properly, chat. You don't need him to do it, but the UFC just isn't going to do it, unfortunately. Hopefully it'll change, but I don't see it coming. Yeah, you know, I think the reason that they have Aiden Ross doing the fighter interviews rather than corporate MMA is because they're trying to keep, like, corporate MMA clean. And if you're having that done, you can't have the MMA guru on there talking about how Ian Gary is a cuck. You know what I mean? You can't have Arman Sarukian and Ilya Tapuria arguing with Jake Paul. You can't have these moments with the UFC in charge of doing it. That's corporate MMA stuff. The UFC will never, ever, ever be the company that's gonna, you know, succumb to that. So instead, essentially, they've just like made friends with Aiden Ross and they're getting him to do all of the cheeky stuff. That's the way that it's gonna go, I reckon. Well, that's the way that we obviously see it going, so that is what it is. Type in big penis in your search. I don't think I will, MMA Master. No, I don't think that I will. Fighters usually don't have very good interviews, but you need a good interviewer to bring it out, right? If you're weight cutting before the fight and you're just on media row and the interviewer is saying to you, so, how was training camp? How are you feeling going into this fight? What do you think about your opponent? Is there anything about your opponent that you might find surprising? You get the same 5 questions again and again and again while you're in the middle of cutting weight. You wouldn't be very fun to talk to either, man. Dougie, let's talk about the guys. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Let's not, M4 operator. I don't give a shit about it. I personally wouldn't touch peanuts with a 10-foot fall. Okay. The Schmo was annoying. The Schmo was good. At least the Schmo was trying to be different. I appreciate the Schmo for having a go and being a little bit different. I do, man. CTE corner. I know. What happened to that fight? She must have pulled out. Doesn't matter. We're going to go with the favorite in the women's fight because that's what we do. Ooh. Crafty underdog pick here as well, possibly. Possibly a crafty underdog pick here too, actually. Hang on a second now, chat. Hold on now, chat. Douglas De Silva de Andrade. He's fucking old though. He's 40 years old at featherweight. Against Javier Reyes. Everyone's going with Reyes as well. Do we stay steady? Do we stay steady here and go with Reyes? You guys know, you guys have heard me talk about this a lot. Those blue-collar worker Brazilians. The blue-collar, they just rock up. It's their job. They just put in the fight. They just keep rocking up every 3 months. And they're good everywhere. Good striking, good wrestling, good submissions. Blue-collar worker Brazilians. I love my blue-collar worker Brazilians. Who do I want to be my upset of the card? Do I want it to be Douglas Silva de Andrade against Reyes? Or do I want it to be Wes Schultz against the Penis? Ooh, I've got decisions to make. Let me keep going through the rest of the card here. Oh, this one's easy. We're going to go with Quinones. He's going to beat the fuck out of Chris Montano. Yeah. Macy Chasson versus Alan Perez. We'll go with Alan Perez. That one's easy. We'll go with decision, women's MMA. That's the safest bet. Yeah. Gardenia, round two. Jose Medina's got a very thick skull. These are easy picks. These are easy picks. Easy picks. We've got fucking Santiano Luna. TKO, round 3. Yeah, these are the easy picks. Kevin Bojas versus Emmanuel Rodriguez. This is an interesting one here. Okay, let me read some chats. Emmanuel Rodriguez versus Kevin Bojas. I like Rodriguez. He didn't do great on Tough, but he did good on Contender Series. I like Rodriguez a lot. Let me read some of your chats, mate. Guess which fighter on this card has been in the promotion the longest? Probably Douglas De Silva de Andrade or Bobby Green. Either one of them. I would say maybe Bobby Green. Bobby Green's been in the promotion for a very long time. Picking the favorites works most of the time. I know, but you have to make some underdog picks. You've got to, you just have to. You don't play in the top 10 without some underdog picks. What you gotta do? You gotta make some crafty underdog picks. You have to. You absolutely have to. Let me read some bloody chats here, mate. Hang on a second. No, sorry, my shit's going all over the place. My brother's messaging me. He's finally awake, and good for him. Go for the crafty picks is the honourable thing to do. You've got to, mate. You've got to. That was my cope when I picked Adam Fuji. You gotta make some, mate. Matinho cannot lose. Matinho is going to lose, mate. Trust me, Matinho is going to. That might be Dougie's lock of the week. I thought Angel Pacheco was the lady that beat Kayla Harrison. Is she? Let's go check. Is she the woman that beat Kayla Harrison? I don't think she is. Where is she? Who are you talking about? She's not even on the card, mate. What are you even talking about, dude? Dude, what are you even fucking talking about? Real ones get crafty with it. You got to get crafty with it. Why is Matinho in the UFC is worse than the heavyweights? Because you wheel him out whenever you have a fight night like this, and you just need some fun shit to go down so the crowd can cheer. The same reason the Australians have Tai Tuivasa. He is literally there to just be a heavy bag and get beaten up so that we can cheer. It's DeAndre, 12 years in the UFC with 12 or so fights. Hasn't fought in like 2 years, I think. Oh, no shit. Okay. There you go. Larissa Pacheco is the one who beat Kayla. Yeah, but why are we talking about her? What the fuck are we talking about here for? Dougie, before you make your upset pick, check Schultz's last submission win. I will. I'll go through the entire card. Then I'll check Schultz's last win. Then I'll make my crafty underdog pick. And then after that, we will do...
Welcome to Nacho's Lock of the Week. It's time for the UFC.
Oh, yeah. It's not time yet for Nacho's Lock of the Week. We'll do that last. But it's not time yet. So we'll finish the card. Then I'll look at Schultz's last pick, last submission, and then we'll do Nacho's Lock of the Week. We'll do Dougie's craftiest pick of the week, Nacho's Lock of the Week. My underdog pick is Kevin Bolas. Is that really an underdog pick, though? Really? By TKO. There is a dude on the card called Angel Pacheco. Oh, right. Sorry, mate. My bad. All right. I'm going to go with Emmanuel Rodriguez. I think he's going to get it done. Late in the third. Ground and pound TKO. Oh, everyone's going with Emmanuel Rodriguez. Okay, fair enough then. Shirez versus Felipe Burns. Ooh, where are my notes? Shirez only lost to the best. He lost to Van. That's nothing to be upset about. Faster and more pace than Burns. Okay, we're going with Shirez over Burns. It's going to be a decision. It's going to be a war. All right. Daniel Zellhuber versus King Green. This is the easiest pick anyone's ever made. You obviously go with Zellhuber. You go with TKO. You go round 2, round 3. That is the easiest pick in the world. If you are picking King Green, you are a moron. David Martinez versus Marlon Vera. Decision. Marlon Vera doesn't get slept. Easiest pick in the world. And Brandon Moreno versus Lona Kavanagh is obviously going to be Brandon Moreno. It's obviously going to be a decision. Lona Kavanagh, I'm sorry, brother. Man, the end of the card's going to be good. Going to be a couple of wars with a knockout. Yeah, beautiful little card. Beautiful little card here. All right, there is 2 picks I haven't made and I'm on the fence about. Where's Schultz over Pinas? And Douglas De Silva the Andrade, my blue-collar worker. My blue-collar Brazilian worker. All right, so what is Wes Schultz's last submission? Let's go and have a look at Wes Schultz's last submission. Where's the party time Schultz? Let's have a look, mate. Why is that blocked? Where's the party time Schultz blocked? What is blocking about him? 1 min. Submission guillotine choke. Where's Schultz? No, I don't want the fucking highlight the entire website, thank you. Oh my God, can a man live for God's sake on hell in a handbasket? My God. No one cares. Get it. Oh, I wonder if UFC is on Paramount in Vietnam. Mr. C, how do we watch the UFC in Vietnam? Is it on Paramount or is there another website that we need to go to? The Sulayev stretch. This is his last submission. The Sulayev stretch on Contender Series. Where's Schultz and his last submission? Let's have a look. I'll open it up on YouTube, mate. We'll take a gander together. That's the one, the Soleil stretch. One of the best submissions ever. Oh, okay. Let's have a look here, mate. Well, you're too far away, dude. There we go. That's better. What the fuck even is a Soleil stretch? I remember hearing the words again and again and again when we watched this on Contender Series, but I don't know what it even is. What is a Soleil stretch?
Immediately swims that right arm underneath the left leg of Mario Mingai, and this is where right here, look at the way he's able to stretch and get the foot.
Yeah! What the hell? Dude, if you could grab something, a weapon or something, you could grape that man. That man is getting graped in there. He's being graped on live television.
Above the head of Mario Mingai.
Oh my God!
But done a beautiful submission, one of the best submissions we've seen. And immediately
Yeah, I remember this. He's gonna twist up the penis. Is this the crafty underdog pick I'm gonna make? I think this is the crafty underdog pick I'm gonna make. You know what? I like it. I like it. Yeah, this is the crafty underdog pick. All right, let me read some chats and make sure I get everyone. My underdog pick is Kevin Bohas. There was a dude on the card called Pacheco. We did that one. People forget Manziel Hubo lost to Michael Johnson in Big 2025. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with losing to Michael Johnson. There's honor in that. There's honor in losing to Michael Johnson. Volk was a real one. Signed a new contract. He deserves the nickname The Great. I know. Good on Alexander Volkanovski. He says he's pretty happy with his contract as well. So I wonder how much money they're getting now that they're on Paramount. Volk was never exactly one to be a huge pay-per-view draw. But I'm happy for Volk. I'm happy that he's getting some paychecks done. Do you think they had Vietnam fight companions during the war? No, I don't think they did, mate. He's going to twist penis up. Zabit and Aljo each got one on the same card. What, a Sulayev stretch? I don't remember that at all. We're going with Wes Schultz. Against the penis. This is a crazy pick. This could tank everything. Everyone's going with penis. We're going with Schultz via submission, round 2. Okay, so let's continue on just playing it safe. We'll go with Javier Reyes to sleep the old man late in the fight. Is that what everyone else is saying? Decision, KO. Everyone's saying KO. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm picking Zell Huber to beat King Green. Thank you, Yuri. Most of us are, brother. Yep, well done, dude. All right, boys, it is that time now. That very sacred and special time. It is time for... Where are we? It is time for...
Welcome to Nacho's Lock of the Week. It's time for the UFC main event. Place your bets now and lock it in.
Goated. Nacho's Lock of the Week. Nacho has submitted his Lock of the Week to me via the powers of the Discord. Let's check it out, mate. Where am I up to? Okay. We'll go to Nacho's Lock of the Week. Prepare to lock it in, boys. Nacho's Lock of the Week is... Where the fuck is it on the card? Nacho's Lock of the Week is Santiago Luna by a KO. The exact same pick that I made. However, I picked round 3. Doesn't really matter what round you pick it. Santiago Luna via KO is officially Nacho's Lock of the Week. And because it is Nacho's Lock of the Week, let's see what kind of return that gets you on the sports betting account. sportsbet.com.au. I wonder if I'll be able to get to it because I'm in Vietnam. Let's have a look. Sportsbet can't be accessed in certain locations. Fair enough. Online gambling in Vietnam. UFC gambling. Let's see. UFC gambling. Gambling lines. Let's have a look. Excellent. There we go. Santiago Luna. Are there any markets? How does this? Statistics, movement charts, rankings. I'll click on the fight. Here we go. Sick as. Santiago Luna. How does this website? I've never used this website before. Method of win. By DQ, by UD, by method of win. DQ, unanimous decision. Submission, takedown, total knockout. I believe this is knockout. I don't fucking understand these websites. Yep, Santiago Luna. Via knockout. Points victory, win in a round, fight to go the distance, round 1. Thank you so much for the $2, Dinger. I appreciate you, mate. I don't know how this bloody website works. I've never gambled in Vietnam before. I'm sure if I had a minute to figure it out, I'd be able to, but I don't fucking get this. I don't know. Nacho, what is it paying? $2.45 to win. Thank you, Nacho. I appreciate it. There you go. You guys, it's $2.45 for the Nacho lock of the week. That's almost tripling your money. That's such a good investment for Nacho's bloody lock of the week, boys. Now, picture Nacho looking exactly like that character in person. No, Nacho looks like a shredded heavyweight, mate. Picture an Aussie Jailton Almeida. That's how Nacho looks, mate. Bet the house on it, boys. The lock has a 100% success rate. I mean, it's only been going for a week. We need to get... no, there is no way to do it automatically for Bang Eats Chowder. He'd have to do it manually. 215 to win via KO. Dana is making fight announcements tomorrow. Is that the news? Has the news finally come in that we're going to have some fight announcements tomorrow? That's fucking awesome, says Nat. We need the fight announcements. Yeah, I thought it would happen around the end of this week. According to UFC's Instagram. Yeah, I did say it would happen. I think, Jim, read my last chat, locked in. Jim, where are you up to? I want my own crafty pick of the week segment if Schultz gets the win. If Schultz gets the win, you can have your own crafty pick of the week segment. No worries, man. This is the third week. Oh, sorry, Nacho. I thought this was the first official week was last week. I didn't know that this is the third week. My apologies. I thought we officially started counting last week, but I know you had a lock that was just for fun the week before that. All right, so news is coming through that we are finally getting fights announced tomorrow. I believe this, and like I've said, this is what I expected. If you guys were on the stream early last week, I gave out a timeline for how I expected this week to go. I said that the matchmaking was done on paper. They've gone out and sent all the contracts to the fighters. The fighters have been saying on Instagram, yes, I've signed the contract. Then they meet again on Tuesday in the war room to see who has said yes, who has said no, what works with people's schedules, little changes, things like that. That has all been sorted out this week. We are now getting to the end of the week, and now it is time to finally start announcing some things. Everything is going the exact way that I thought it would. Anyone who's saying the White House card is a disaster and the UFC are freaking out, absolute idiots that have no idea what they're talking about. Everything has been going absolutely fine. Who is longer, Pinas or the Narcho? Well, obviously Pinas. Narcho is an absolute can of a thing. And thank you again, Dinger, for the $2, man. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. Dustin Jacoby via KO was the first lock, but it was only announced in the... Oh, fair enough, Nacho. Yeah, we had... Yes, you announced it in the Discord the night before, and I had the exact same pick. And you were like, I thought you picked the other one. I was like, no, You and I actually... So, naturally, you and I have had 2 of the same picks for the 3 of the lock of the week so far. Thank you again for the $2, mate. It's about fucking time, mate. Far out loud. Thank you for the $2, Dinger. I appreciate you. It is about time that we got some news. Dude, imagine being a content creator and not having any news to talk about. Dude, imagine. Now, thank you for the $4, Dinger. I appreciate you, man. Everyone's going to hate whatever is announced for the White House card regardless. Same thing with 3. Yeah, they're going to hate it. They're going to say it wasn't worth the wait, and then the fights are going to be fucking sick. The penis joke is funny because it sounds like penis. That's right, Yuri. That's right. It does sound like penis, doesn't it? That's what makes saying his name so fun, isn't it, Yuri? That's how you know it's a lock. When our minds are agreed, that's how you know it's a lock. All right, so my official picks for this week before we head over to Twitter and get into the news is going to be Wes Schultz destroying your penis, wrapping your penis up, and finishing the penis off. Oh man, tomorrow's going to be a party day. Just saw the UFC tweet. Dana White will be announcing it tomorrow. Beautiful stuff. We love it. We love it. We love it. Announcements tomorrow. Then, of course, we've got Eric Silva versus Francis Marshall. Everyone is going with Francis Marshall, and so am I. Katakeva versus Regina Train. We are going with the Train. I didn't even know that fight was happening. That's all right. Douglas Silva de Andrade by Javier Reyes. We're going with Reyes. If De Silva de Andrade wins this, I'm going to be very, very upset. This one's very easy to pick. Everyone's going with Quinones. Everyone's going with Perez, another easy one. Jose Medina, pick against him every single time. We're going with Granda. Santiago Luna for a knockout is Dougie and Nacho's lock of the week this week, but famously Nacho's lock of the week. I'm going with Emmanuel Rodriguez against Borjas. I like him. I like the cut of his jib. I like his striking. I like his wrestling. I think he's a good kid. We're going with Edgar Shirez over Felipe Burns. I believe Shirez is just going to be too bloody quick for him, mate. Too bloody quick for him. Daniel Zellhuber versus King Green. That's as that's as obvious as saying that the sun is going to come up tomorrow. Marlon Vera versus David Martinez. Martinez is going to beat Marlon Vera. He no longer has the heart for it. And Brandon Moreno versus Lona Kavanagh. It's just too much too soon for Lona Kavanagh. Thank you for taking the fight on short notice, Lona Kavanagh, and saving the event. But Brandon Moreno is absolutely going to put you out. Now, have I made every single pick? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Every single pick on every single card for every single fight is what we do if you want to be part of the Dougie's Corner Tapology crew. Save. It's in. It's locked. There we go, boys. It's locked in. Let's have a look at the top 10 real quick as well before we jump back over to the news. These are the top 10 rankings as they stand that we are all playing for this week. Real Bruce Wayne is number 1. I am number 2. Toad is number 3. Bilal is number 4. Nacho is number 5. Jim is number 7. MMA Master, you are number 9. And Alex, you are sitting just outside of the top 10 at number 11. This is what we live and die for, boys. This is what it's all about, this website right here. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Another fight night card is upon us. We fucking love it, mate. Schultz is a 3-1 underdog, so I don't know why you said the bookies thought it was close. On Tapology, they had it as nearly even, Nacho. So maybe Tapology isn't updating the same way that Sportsbet is, but according to Tapology, that was nearly... I was just reading what Tapology was telling me, mate. Regina Train is an undefeated striker. She's a crafty underdog pick. Well, I'm so happy I went with the favorite there. I thought the sun never sets over Vietnam. The sun never sets on the great state of Vietnam. Which fights win the 100K? That's a great question, MMA Master. Which fights pick the 100K? Let's have a look at the card and let's see. Who wins the 100K on the card? Let me bring up the card here so we can all look at it together. I could see Daniel Zellhuber obviously getting a KO, 100K. Obviously, Luna's going to get a KO. That's 100K. You'd think this would be the fight of the night, but Jose Medina just gasses out and turns into a heavy bag. It's not actually a war. Same thing with Chris Montano. Not actually going to be a war. I think Marlon Vera versus David Martinez is going to be a war. Like blood, war, violence, action, back and forth. I think this is probably going to get the fight of the night bonus. This is my official pick for the fight of the night bonus, my boys. Yes, sir, indeed. Same guy who said Sal Killed will murder Duncan is also picking Bobby Green. I think we're all good. No one's picking Bobby Green. No one's picking Bobby Green, brother. What the fuck? I was number 4 last time that I checked. Or maybe it did update. I'm number 15. I'm coming for you. Jim, should I not pick Green? You're the only one that I tried. Dude, do not pick Bobby Green, man. I'm telling you, do not pick Bobby Green. Dougie, can you ask chat if they've ever jacked off to Alexa Grasso, or if they've jacked off to Alexa Grasso's feet today? You know what, MMA Pinger, I can, because it's a Friday, and you know how we feel on a Friday. Chat, have you ever jacked off to Alexa Grasso's feet? Let me know. What day is it? It is Friday. What a fun thing to do. Going on a food tour tonight. It's going to be glorious. Yog's back. I know. Jim, tell him to do it. Your pick rate will be better. Yeah, no, we should talk Nacho into making this horrible, horrible decision that he's making. We should talk him into it. Let's go over to Twitter. And let's have a look. Let's go over to Instagram. Let's have a look. Instagram. Inbox. Let's go over to Instagram and let's see what the UFC have said. Home. Where's the UFC's official page? According to the UFC's Instagram, we've got fight news tomorrow. Let's have a look. No, this is a meta thing. Bang! There it is, Instagram, right there. UFC Instagram just posted a story. Dana White will be making fight announcements live on Instagram tomorrow. This is what we have been waiting for. They will not announce the UFC White House card tomorrow. They will announce UFC 327. It is probably going to be Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira. And we might be seeing a Khamzat Chimaev announcement as well. Or we might be seeing a Yuri Prohaska versus Carlos Ulberg for the vacant light heavyweight title. These are the predictions of what we are going to see tomorrow, boys. Dana White making his fight announcements in 24 hours. We will be here, probably live. I might be asleep. It depends on the Vietnamese time zone. We'll see what will happen. All right. I'm going to be ignorant enough to pick green. You didn't ask us the question. Oh, chat, have you jacked off to Alexa Grasso's feet today, chat? Yes or no? I put $50 on Santiago Luga via KO, Emmanuel Rodriguez to win, and Edgar Chavez to win a parlay. Nice one, Nacho. That's a good little parlay there. I'm switching my green pick. I can't trust each. There you go. Nacho has secured himself his spot in the top 10 by not being retarded. I'm currently sending money to a friend so he can email me a YouTube gift card so I can membership up. Nice one, Mr. C. I would gift some memberships when I can. Mr. C, how do you watch the UFC in Vietnam? Fuck it, I'll just Google it myself. How do you watch UFC in Vietnam? How do you watch UFC in Vietnam? You have to watch FTV Play. It holds the exclusive rights. Or you can watch it on Fight Pass. Excellent. Fight Pass is available internationally for streaming. Wonderful. This is good. I can watch it on Fight Pass. FTV Play has it. You get it on the TV app website. Alternatively, official provider, alternative option is UFC Fight Pass. I've got a smart TV right here in the room. Vietnamese commentary is provided. Don't need that. Don't need Vietnamese commentary, actually. We'll broadcast UFC events with accompanied by expert Vietnamese language commentary. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll figure it out on Sunday. All good. We'll figure it out on Sunday. 5 a.m. for me, Sunday morning. I'll be awake. Just how bad is this card? I didn't mind this card, Super Shocker. I think it's actually going to be a pretty good card, man. Don't get your hopes up. Remember Dana's last announcement and how shitty it was after making us wait all day. It was Izzy versus Cryfight. Yeah, I know, that's true, but I've explained why I think the timeline is how it is for tomorrow's pick. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We throw ourselves at your feet and beg forgiveness, Yuri, for Carlos doesn't mean to hurt you as he gently delivers you into unconsciousness. Not going to happen. Not going to happen at all, all right? Yuri Prohaska is going to destroy Carlos Ulberg. That is guaranteed, mate. Nefarious ways? Mr. C, you don't use Fight Pass. We have to use the old ways. We must go back to Stream East. How funny would it be if I picked green and he won? It would be fucking hilarious, Justin Kennedy, and you'd be able to laugh at all of us. It's actually on FTV channel, but I can't be fucked. Do you have to subscribe to FPT? Is that what it is, Mr. C, or is that just a website, or what's the go? If Green had a chin, he'd definitely win. But if ifs and buts were sugar and nuts, then Dan Hooker wouldn't be gay. Are you excited about 0-4 Washburns versus a 35-year-old Canadian prospect, Mike Malott? Welcome to the Paramount era. No, that card is dog shit. But this card that we just talked about today isn't too bad, Super Shocker. Ulberg should give Yuri a rose and say, I'm sorry, it had to be you. Dude. Aiden was saying that to Ilya Timpuria on the stream when they were playing UFC 5. I think that's what made Ilya like absolutely lock in. I think he was like, nah, man, fuck this. I'm not going down this way. I'm not going down this way. I think that's what it was, man. I think you need a subscription to FTV, but your hotel might have one. Yeah, I've got a smart TV here, so we might have one, man. At least Hunter told Marty Usman to fuck up. That is the news. Kamaru Usman has officially been told and said on his own podcast that the fight isn't happening between him and Islam Makhachev, which is great to see. Malott is going to stand on guard against Gilbert, but yeah, Malott's going to destroy Gilbert Burns. All right, so everyone's freaking out about the news tomorrow. Arman Sarukian's flying a plane. Dana White going live on Instagram. This is all that's taken over Twitter. It's just Dana White going live tomorrow. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's look at some of the highlights of the Aiden Ross stream. This part of Ilya Topuria locking in, I actually love this. So I'm gonna play this on the stream. I think this is so genuinely entertaining. Just watching Ilya lock in here. Let me make it big screen.
Never been knocked out before.
Let me make it big screen so we can. Let me do it like this. Yeah, that's perfect. There we go, chat. There we go. All right, sick. And then I'll also have to share the audio too, right? I'll have to share the audio too. All right, let me read some chats before I do this, and then we'll play that. That'll be fun. Malott, we did that one. Marty is so entitled, acting like he's too good for DDP. I know. He said that he got offered the DDP fight and he turned it down. Like, dude, DDP is a former champion. Like, you absolutely have to win that one. Nice haircut, Dougie. Thank you, Owen. I'm doing it myself with a set of clippers inside of my hotel room. Fake newsman ducking Drickus. Insane work, man. Marty knows DDP is too big and would brutally mock him, and he's talked about a bunch of shit about DDP over the years, so his ego can't handle it. Yeah, Usman's ego is like, it's taken over, and his career is over. Like, all he wants is a title shot. He's not getting a title shot. He's just sat around aging out. Like, it's the end of Usman's career. Drickus would destroy him with an Apache. Oh, that's just...
Ilya's never been knocked out before. Sweater? He's gonna get mad, I think. Sweater? Do I let him win? Like, sweater?
I can't. I'm leaving.
Oh!
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Ilya's spewing it this way. Absolutely fucking spewing.
Oh.
He sleeps Charles.
Let's go, Charles.
Oliveira, just like
I don't want to do this to you. Alright.
I'm sorry.
You have to go Islam again. Choose Islam.
You want me to choose Islam again?
Yeah.
Arman or Islam?
Islam.
Okay.
What's up, real Bruce Wayne?
Touch glove or no? Hey! Touch gloves! What the fuck? You want to touch my glove? Why is he actually good? Like, Sweater, like, why is he actually good at this game, bro? It's because he's the Poirier. He's like, it's a glitch, bro!
Shit. Rematch.
We go again. We go again. Ilya fucking beats the shit out of him yet again. Goated stuff right there. And then, of course, him and Jake Paul have a huge back and forth over the phone as well, man. Glad you got to that one. We did get to that one. We did. Usman versus Chimaev with a full camp at 185 would be entertaining, though. Yeah, it would. It would be a good rematch. But unfortunately, that fight was now like 2 or 3 years ago. So, like, we've missed the boat on that fight. I want to change my Montinho pick so badly, but I'll be mortified if he wins and I change it last minute. Montinho's not going to win, mate. Don't worry about that. Aiden Roch is such an acoustic. He is an acoustic. Yeah, he is autistic. Ilya KO's Makhachev. It's true. It's officially going to happen. UFC fighters coping over the Conor Ben thing. Yeah, they're all pissed off at it. And, you know, I get it, right? Like, you know, there was a bit of a separation of power when the boxers were over there and the MMA athletes were over there. But now that the boxers are training at the Apex with the same facilities and fighting at the Apex as well, and then you see Conor Ben walking around and he's on $15 million, and Sean O'Malley literally is a bigger star than Conor Ben. You've kind of, as coming from someone with a bit of a business mind and has run sales teams before, mixing the two people together, especially the people that are getting paid more than the other people that are doing all the work, and mixing them together and putting them in the same environment. Dangerous move from the UFC. starting a fight with Eddie Hearn and starting a fight with other boxing promoters and having these boxing promoters contact disgruntled managers in the UFC and maybe getting a bit of a strike going in the UFC. It's just, if I was Eddie Hearn, this is how I would be wargaming it. I'd be reaching out to managers and starting to talking about a collective bargaining and a strike. You know, why is Conor Benn getting $15 million? He trains at the Apex. He's going to fight at the Apex. Why aren't you getting $15 million? This is how I would do it. I'm going to touch you, James. I'm going to do things to you, James. I'm going to call a grab bike and scoot over to your house, James. And while you're quietly taking out the bins at night, James, I'll be hiding behind the trash cans, ready to shove you into it so it's just your legs and your ass hanging out of it, James. And then I will climb on top of that trash can and I will mount it and then I will pile drive you, James. Tapuria is so over the top on UFC 5, it's not really fair. Yeah, he is overpowered on UFC 5, it's true. Dougie could use Tapuria on UFC 5 and I'd still fucking batter him, the man fool of a ting. Well, I don't have my Xbox with me, so eat a dick. Conor Byrne versus Eubank sold 620 pay-per-view in the UK alone and over 1 million worldwide. O'Malley has never sold that many pay-per-views in his life. All right, I'm not having this conversation again. We did it yesterday and we buried you. O'Malley, all right. Shut up. We did this yesterday. I'm not doing it again. Go and watch yesterday's stream, Sleeper Shotgun. Dougie, and I didn't bury you. Jock was doing the same thing and then I literally destroyed him with the facts and the figures. So just watch yesterday's stream. I'm not going over it again. Fucking boxes. Dougie, business-minded corner. I do have a mind for business, thank you. I run my own. I'm currently making a chiv up. Delicious Serbian chab food. You're going to eat that chiv up and then you're just going to start knocking people out, Bilal. Especially after all the Dana White privilege that he has received. I assume you're talking about Sean O'Malley. Shotgun's Autismo Turbo has been engaged. I know. No care, Shotgun. Watch yesterday's stream. Dana is going to announce he was partnering with... Not personal, Shotgun. It's not personal at all. But, like, literally, this was the entire conversation for yesterday's stream. And I won the debate. Shotgun, listen to me. We've done this before. You and I have done this dance before. You write out as many paragraphs as you want. I'm going to ignore all of them because I had this debate with someone else in the chat yesterday and I can't be bothered going over it again. So while you autism out, I know you weren't. So I'm telling you, go back and watch yesterday's stream. This isn't personal. I'm just not in the mood to go over it again the second day in a row. I appreciate you, Shotgun. I'm not being a dick. I'm just being firm. Where am I up to? Dougie is going to announce he's partnering with Tuivasa organization tomorrow, and we're both going to go out of business. How is the massage, Dougie? Has the banana cry happy tears yet? He was proven to be quite clearly not a bigger star than O'Malley, yes. There is an awesome title fight, right? CKB versus Yuri Prohaska. That is an awesome title fight. I hope that's the fight that's made. I hope that's what we get announced tomorrow. Yeah, my prediction is... Well, I've done it already. Ben is a bigger money. Ben has made himself more money in his career than Sean O'Malley has. This is true. Dougie, when you get back to Aussie land, we are running the war on UFC fight. We can absolutely do that. Yeah, of course, mate. Dougie, you sound extremely horny right now. Respectfully, I'm not horny at all. I'm quite relaxed. I'm happy that I got my food, to be honest. I'm quite relaxed. I'm not horny at all. But that's it, boys. That's going to be the stream. That's going to be the stream today. We did the picks, which was great. The MMA news has been flooded with the news that there is going to be Dana White announcement tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I won't be making a video. And then I'll be live for the entire UFC card this weekend. Starts at 5 a.m. for me here in Vietnam. Wherever you are, you just go to Google and you type in UFC schedule and it will tell you what time it is for your specific time zone. Please like the stream. That would mean so much to me. Thank you, MMA Dinger, for the $4 in donations. I really appreciate that. Today's video, what to do with every single ranked unk, what to do with the oldest fighter in the rankings of every division. Go and enjoy that. That's a great video that I made. Didn't get anything wrong. I never do. I'm sure I did. Yeah, that's all the news, boys. That's everything. We did it all. We did it all. We had a great time. And Super Shotgun is still going off. Still going off with all these points that I asked him not to do, and I'm going to keep ignoring them. I was very blatant and honest and nice, and this is just the autism of MMA YouTube. They just cannot help themselves. Even when you Even when you said, I'm not going to get into it, I did all of this yesterday. This, if you walk down the street and asked who knows Conor Ben versus O'Malley, we talked about this. We did all this yesterday, Shotgun. I told you I would ignore it if you keep going on about it. You've continued to go on about it. The autistic spigot that is MMA YouTube knows no bounds. When are you going to neck the snake vodka? I have no idea where it is. Computer activist. Okay. 2 streams today. Goated. There was 1 stream. Oh, yeah. I know. But I might do a live stream on the gaming channel. We'll see where my brother's at. W stream. See you boys tomorrow. That's it. Cool. Everything's done. When did Conor... Okay, cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Have a good one, everyone. Appreciate all of you. See you all. Don't care. Facts don't care about film. I literally destroyed every single talking point that you have brought up. Jock brought it up yesterday, and Jock admitted that I was right. So you're wrong. Your facts are wrong. You're wrong. It's wrong. Sean O'Malley's a bigger star than Conor Ben. We did this yesterday. You're wrong. I'm not doing it again. I'll see you guys later. Appreciate all of you. Bye, guys. Bye, bye, bye. We will call it. Oh, yeah, on the gaming stream, we've got Total War Empire. So we're going to be the Dougie colony, and we're going to recolonize Africa over on the gaming channel. Link in the description below. See you guys later.